Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome. I know you guys saw me backstage there. Hope you guys are having a great evening. Welcome to Miami TV. I hope you had an amazing day, as we did. As did we? There you go. And join us. It is right now 8 o'clock. Okay, so 8 o'clock on the dot. I think this is going to be our time for most of our shows. We don't want to do 6 o'clock because it's still light out and the image doesn't look as great when there's light out since we have a window right next to us. So join us. Let us know if you have anything in mind for today for topics. Our chat is miamitv.chatbro.com. I'm opening that right now. And yeah, some of you I saw were getting interested with all the apocalyptic Mayan movies. Yeah, that movie that I recommended was so weird the way that I got to it, because it didn't even have a name, so that's what made it stranger, and it had to do with everything, you know, with us doing the caves and the cenotes, and it's like, oh, it's like YouTube knows what's in your mind. It's really strange. Anyway, join us. ¿Qué tal, amigos? Bienvenidos a todos. Espero de que hayan tenido un hermoso día. Son las 8:03 p.m. acá en Tulum. No sé por qué siempre digo Tulum, pero pienso Miami, Florida. Porque son tantos programas de decir Miami que, claro, ya uno se acostumbra. Fíjense que el miércoles que viene es el programa número 1000. A ver, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ah, no, el lunes, el próximo. O sea que no es el miércoles. ¿Por qué los miembros piensan de que el miércoles es el 1000? El próximo. No, porque si hoy es 996. 6. Ah, 7, ok. O sea que el próximo miércoles tenemos el Jenny Live número 1000. ¡Qué locura! Ya no sé ni de qué vamos a hablar después. Y fíjese que, sin embargo, ayer sí, pues tuvimos un tema completamente nuevo, el incel, o sea, algo de locura. Pero bueno, aquí estamos, así que bienvenidos. Y recuerden de que siempre todos esos programas los hemos hecho más que nada con los temas de ustedes, así que son más que bienvenidos para interactuar, para darnos ideas. Si tienen preguntas, para eso es el vivo. Y si no nos ven en vivo, ya sé, el canal de Jenny Live que hemos lanzado es el más visto en toda nuestra plataforma. Así que sabemos de que les gusta escuchar. All right, guys. So, our, FYI, our Jenny Live channel is the #1 scene channel in all of our platform. It's crazy, and it's amazing. We do the live shows, and you guys watch the live shows. Very few of you, really few of you interact, and then we see that we launched this new channel, and it's incredible the amount of you that are watching it, every day, and new people. So I understand that you guys love the topics and you love to listen. So I just wanted to say thank you for that. And it's really awesome. And we have to thank all of our members and viewers that have sent emails with topics that have enlightened the last 1,000 shows, which would be next Wednesday. It's the 1,000 show. Can you believe it? It is crazy. So yeah, most of you I've seen that have requested, please do Jenny Live 1000 nude, so and oiled up. So I will take that into consideration. Okay. Anyway, we, in Tulum, everywhere we go, we're nude. So all of our shows are nude now. And I know you guys are loving it. So thank you. And yeah, do you have on shorts or skirt? So I have a really limited wardrobe that I bought to Tulum because the fact that all the shows that we do now are nude. So you guys are going to be you're going to be seeing me repeat a lot of the clothing. Even though I brought 4 suitcases, but still. I'm like, I should just have one outfit for Jenny Live, and that's it. All right, you look really bronzed. The shirt really brings out your tan. Thank you. Bueno, ¿es una falda o un short? No, es una falda. Pues me van a ver repetir mucho la ropa ahora, porque desde que vinimos de Miami a Tulum, les digo de que me he limitado mucho en el tema de la ropa, como acá casi no me pongo ropa, y la mayoría de programas que hacemos hoy en día son sin ropa, así que pues van a ver mucha repetición en los próximos Jenny Lives. ¿Saben qué? Después de los 1000, ¿qué importa? Voy a tener un uniforme, yo creo. La mayoría muchos de ustedes, un porcentaje más alto, ha pedido de que hagamos el Jenny Live número 1000 con todo aceitada y sin ropa. Pues lo voy a considerar, ya que sí lo vamos a hacer en un lugar público, espero, mi único miedo es el internet, o sea, que al estar en un lugar público, pues que hayan problemas de internet, pero pues bueno, si no quedará grabado, no sé, pero eso será recién el próximo miércoles. Muy bien, so let's see over here. Okay, so one of our viewers wants to talk about how to deal with being fired. If you guys want to talk about anything else, remember we do have a chat, and you're more than welcome to give us topics via the chat. That's what it's there for. Hi, Jenny. I learned yesterday that my colleague Peter was fired. My problem is that he does not know. So, oh, geez, how do you know? So today it's hard to smile without being able to tell him. Since 28 years, I've seen many colleagues being fired bluntly when some were notoriously incompetent or unfit. I wonder why the company kept them so long when they were competent. I was often the only one to ask my boss why they were leaving. In the IT section, for example, no notice. When you're fired, it's immediately. We do not always realize how much the work environment can be violent and ruthless. However, I think it is more difficult to stay in a company for a long time to please everyone, your boss, your colleagues, your customers, to always do quality work without any qualms. How do we react when we're fired, Jenny? Leave angry, criticize our boss, keep ourselves to ourselves, be ashamed, or do like the movies, right? Where it's like you just tell your boss off and leave with your head up. You know what? I feel like jobs are like relationships for most people. I think that it's kind of like when let's say if you have a boyfriend or girlfriend and they break up with you, you're not expecting it, and especially or if you're getting divorced, which is a little bit more serious. So I guess we can give the example of, have you been in this job for a really long time, or is it just one of those couple years time? So let's call the couple years time job with the girlfriend, and the many years that really deep marriage that you're getting divorced from. Divorce or a breakup is the same thing as being fired. Not the same thing, but I mean, you have to recuperate it the same way, right? Because it's something that you're not expecting, something that is putting you back out there in the market. Yes, it's a market. And you have to start all over, which I think it's the hardest thing. And I believe that things like this, even though they're seen as something so negative, sometimes it's a chance for a new opportunity to come up. We are, a lot of times so incarcerated in our own thoughts that our life is perfect and that there's nothing we would change about it because we're really just comfortable in it, and that really. And in this case, let's not talk about relationships, but job-wise, that really implies that a lot of you guys are pretty much stuck in a job that you like, you're happy with, but like you said, you're always trying to impress your boss, your colleagues, this and that, so it's stressful. And I'm sure there are things that you would have loved to do that you're not doing because you're in your safe zone. So I'm not saying safe zones are bad, I'm just saying that and for the most part, the majority of humans in the planet decide what their safe zone is and stay there. That doesn't really imply that you're going to become your better self. That doesn't mean that you're going to overcome whatever kind of situations you came here to overcome. So take being fired as kind of like an impulse that life has given you into saying, do something else. Don't just stay in this 4x4 cubicle your whole life, or in the same area your whole life, because there's so much more that you have to make grow, or that you have to explore, I guess you could say, to see what other talents you might have. Now, if that situation never happened, you wouldn't really know what else you would have been good at. So it could go either way. I mean, it's almost like when somebody tells another person, or when you go to the doctor and they tell you you have cancer or you have an illness and it's going to be really difficult to recover. You either take it in a really positive way, where it's just like, I'm going to beat this MF, and nothing's going to stop me. I'm going to continue to live, and you get recuperated a lot faster than somebody else that has the same problem. Or you let it sink you, where it's just like, man, I got cancer, or man, I have this, and you just start thinking how your life is going to end, right? Isn't that like one of the first things that people think when when they're told that they have a really serious illness? Like the first thing that people start wondering is, how am I going to leave my family behind? You know, I need to get everything ready, leave them without, excuse me, any debts, et cetera, et cetera. So it's almost like that. It's almost as, yeah, I have the control of the air today. It's almost as just which way are you going to take it? Are you going to be the impulsive, the positive one, the optimistic, or are you going to be the one that is going to be totally broken down into tears because of this crazy news? I understand it's difficult, just like anything else, you know, any kind of